The forgotten key, the choice of sacrifice. Oliver stared at his reflection in the mirror, his own hollow-eyed face looking back at him, devoid of the memories that had once shaped who he was. The version of himself in the glass seemed distant, like a stranger. His pulse quickened. The keeper's words echoed in his mind, "The more you lose, the less of yourself remains." He looked down at the key glowing faintly in his hand, and then back at the grand door behind him. The door to freedom. But at what cost? The mirror rippled, and suddenly the reflection changed. Now, it wasn't a hollow version of himself staring back, it was his mother. Her soft smile and the comforting warmth of her presence washed over him, tugging at his heart. "This is what you will give up," the keeper's voice boomed through the space. "Your memories, your past, your loved ones. To escape this labyrinth, you must be willing to part with the essence of who you are." Oliver's throat tightened. Could he forget his mother? Could he erase the memories of his childhood, his friends, the moments that made him, him? His mind raced. Without those memories, what would he be? The door loomed closer, its glowing carvings pulsing in sync with his heartbeat. He knew that beyond it lay freedom, but also an unknown future, one that might be empty of everything he had once loved. He took a step toward the mirror. His mother's image shifted, fading into the face of his best friend, then into his father, and then into moments of his life he hadn't thought about in years. Laughter, tears, triumphs, and mistakes, they all flickered in the reflection. "Choose wisely," the keeper warned. "Your memories are your power. The library takes what is forgotten, but it also gives. The key can unlock more than an exit." Oliver froze. The key can unlock more than an exit. What did that mean? He glanced at the key again, its light pulsing gently in his hand. There was something different about it now, something more than just a tool for escape. What if the key could be used not just to leave, but to change things? To understand the library's true power? Taking a deep breath, Oliver stepped away from the mirror and toward the pedestal with the ancient book, the one with the glowing symbols. His instincts told him there was more to this than just sacrifice. As his hand hovered over the pages, the symbols began to shift and glow brighter. The whispers in the room grew louder, filling his ears, urging him to make the choice. His head spun with possibilities, but then, as he focused on the key, something clicked. The key wasn't meant to be a tool of sacrifice, it was a tool of control. Oliver looked back at the keeper, who stood silently watching. The pieces of the puzzle were starting to come together in his mind. The library wasn't just a prison, it was a living entity, and the key was its heart. The keeper had said that whoever controlled the key controlled the library's power. Suddenly, it all made sense. The keeper had never intended for him to simply leave. It wanted him to make the sacrifice willingly, to relinquish control over his own memories, his own life. But Oliver had realized something. The key could unlock more than an exit, it could unlock the library's secrets. He took a deep breath and made his decision. Rather than giving up his memories, Oliver lifted the key high above the book. The glowing symbols reacted instantly, swirling around him like a storm of energy. The walls of the library trembled, the bookshelves groaned, and the air thickened with a powerful, unseen force. The keeper stepped forward. "What are you doing?" it demanded, its voice dark and foreboding. Oliver held the key firmly. "I'm not giving up my memories. I'm taking control of this library." With one swift motion, he inserted the key into the center of the book, twisting it. The ground shook violently, and the library's labyrinth began to unravel. Books flew from shelves, walls shifted and crumbled, and the entire structure seemed to groan in pain. The keeper let out a furious cry. "You don't understand the power you're toying with." But Oliver was no longer afraid. He had realized that the library fed on forgotten memories, but it could also be commanded by those who wielded the key. The labyrinth wasn't just a trap, It was a source of power, and now that power flowed through him. As the last piece of the puzzle fell into place, the labyrinth's walls crumbled completely, revealing a grand, circular chamber at the center of the library. At its heart was a massive, glowing portal, a gateway that pulsed with an energy unlike anything Oliver had ever seen. He walked toward it, the key still glowing in his hand. This wasn't just an exit. It was the true purpose of the library, a portal to other worlds, other realms of knowledge and power. The keeper's form began to fade, its voice growing faint. "You've changed the rules, but remember, with great power comes great cost." Oliver glanced back one last time at the fading library, then stepped through the portal. On the other side, he found himself standing in a vast, infinite expanse, a place where time and space intertwined, where knowledge from countless worlds existed, waiting to be unlocked. He had made his choice. He was no longer just a boy trapped in a forgotten library. He was now the keeper of the key, the one who controlled the gateway to realms unknown.